Hey, Virgo. Thanks for joining me here again at 11:15. I appreciate your time. Let's get right into it for you here. What do we have for Virgo this week? Rebirth in reverse. Staying the same. Completion. So maybe you went through this transition period that has been all the rage here lately. Rebirth and completion. Rebirth and reverse and completion. Not rape. Are we maybe... Morality in reverse. Have you recently done something that lets you know that you are not the yawning again. This is not even my yawning. It's hard to explain. Just go with it. Anyway. Lack of morality. Rebirth in reverse. It seems like you feel like you're just stuck. Anything further for Virgo? It seems like you were really hoping to be at the end of a cycle, and you've maybe just come to the realization that care, that you're not quite there yet. Might be a self-care issue, secret. Anything else for Virgo for this week? We're not. No, ma'am. Family. Well, a trillion and one things could have happened within your family unit. To make you feel like you're not exactly, being a parent, it always feels like one step forward, two steps back, and that's how kids grow. Just because they've done something new and exciting and correct once, it doesn't mean it's a stuck behavior and it's going to necessarily be the norm. I do feel like you're definitely exhausted, though. Maybe we're dealing with, cunning and fear. Why am I seeing like a kid lying about something? I can see a parent getting overly upset. Perhaps very, very upset with a child, a young child. And the parent now just beating themselves up about whatever their outburst was, And the thing about making kids scared is it just makes them better liars. It doesn't prevent behaviors typically. Protect. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting big mom energy here, Someone beating themselves up for maybe going a little too far with the discipline. I'm not condoning, like, beating or screaming, but I do understand how things can get escalated to a level where you look back and you're like, what the fuck? So we have trick, communicate, and transform. I don't know why for the trick there. This was maybe on the child's part. I think it's funny that the card, like, instantly after I read it, just up and vamoosed to the floor. Maybe that one came out in error. I don't know. That's up for your judgment, really. Do I have anything further for Virgo? Love. Yeah, there's love, care, protection. Yeah, I seriously, like, I would typically think to myself, like, okay, maybe I'm not reading this scenario properly, but yeah, it's what it seems like to me. I see an overreacting mom that perhaps just took the anger went a little too far. Do I have anything further for Virgo? Play. Yeah, it's probably gonna take a lot of, getting back to that fun space with your kid before. And this can apply. I really feel like this is a mom and kid, though. Mom and kid situation. The yawning again. This is unnatural. Yeah, it's gonna take some rebuilding of bonds. It seems like, for real. I'm feeling young kid though, so all children need their traumas. Character building. Reveal. That reminds me of something. All the people that I know that do have childhood traumas who were brave enough to, in their adult years, bring those issues up to their parents. The scenario, the song remains the same. The kid, works for years on that issue and thinks like, man, all I need to do is really communicate it and, just clear the air and maybe I'll feel better if I talk about it and how it made me feel. They go to the parent, they say their piece, and the parent goes, I don't remember that. Completely negating their child's traumatic experience. And vast majority of the time, that explanation has an addendum of, and I could see on their fucking face, they were lying through their teeth. So maybe in that reveal, let's say, let that be the indicator. Don't forget this. Set it in the closet of your mind, but don't forget it. If your kid's going to remember it, you should remember it too. There's something to be said for owning up to your wrongs, especially when it comes to your children. There's no faster way to lose respect of your adult children, especially if they now have children that they've also caused some traumas toward. And if they know damn well they remember the shit they did to their kids, just make sure you remember it for when they come at you 20 years from now and want to talk about it. That is where the healing can happen. Might not be able to do much right now. They might be a little too young to understand what the fuck is going on. Um, you may have created some fear. This may result in worse behavior in the short term. Some exhaustion on your part, just emotional exhaustion. No one wants to be the parent that just loses their shit with their kid. Because most of us know it doesn't do anything good in the end anyway. Typically your kid doesn't start just behaving a perfect angel just because you flipped a lid one time. And like I said before, it typically just creates fear and makes better liars of your children so they can stay out of trouble and avoid the shit show next time. But yeah, your moral choice here is to definitely don't forget this. If you need to, write yourself a letter. Send it to your email. Just save it. Title it, "For when Jimmy remembers that I threw a shoe at his head and it hit because he was being a little son of a bitch." For when Jimmy remembers the shoe incident. Yeah. Just be prepared years from now to be able to have this talk, have an open and honest conversation about what you did. It looks like something happened here. God, and don't exhaust yourself. Good Lord. In the meantime, fuck's sake. You people and your exhaustion. Jesus, I can't deal. Oh my goodness. I have half a mind. These cards can be a little, they're not for everybody. I don't know who all, may enjoy the angel numbers. I personally, every time I see a number that catches me off guard or makes me feel like, maybe I should look that up, I go and look it up. And typically they really hit home. I can't think of a time when they haven't. And I look them up frequently. Very frequently. We've got 1919. Karma, warning, judgment, influence, power, cycles, changes, and rebirth. Karma will be paying you a visit. Release the need to control because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so they do not repeat in the future. Make some space for new experiences. Yeah, it seems like whatever happened here, might as well not even, torture yourself about feeling guilty for it, because karma is coming back to bite you in the ass over it for sure. Karma's got some real dull, painful teeth on her, and you'll get what you dished out for certain. And yeah, it doesn't look like you've maybe fully transformed. You maybe are not. This is bullshit. You maybe are not complete on your journey, maybe not as far as you thought you were, but you know what? You obviously had something else to learn, and I wouldn't be shocked if I wonder if you may possibly have Scorpio in your chart somewhere. Because just last week. What is with this motherfucking yawning? God damn it. I apologize, but this has got to stop. I don't even know what to do about this. But anyway, I'd love to be able to get through a sentence without yawning. And there's no reason for it. Aside from picking up the energy and just good Lord. Anyway, I wouldn't be shocked if you happen to have some Scorpio in your chart just because a similar scenario was mentioned for them this past Wednesday. Sorry for the big sigh, but I'm trying to not yawn again. I'm breathing just fine. I don't understand why for this yawning. Take it easy on yourself, man. You should not be experiencing this much exhaustion. If you're guilty, yeah, cool. You probably should be a little guilty, but don't beat yourself into the ground over it. No parent is perfect. Children need childhood traumas to build character. You can't send a grown person out into the world with no traumas or they'll have no personality. Plus, karma's coming to get you. So, it's fine. Let karma beat you up. And in the meantime, maybe go take a fucking nap. I don't know what to tell you. Of course you can't have a nap. You have a child. At least one. And they've been misbehaving to the point where you lost your shit. So, you're not having a nap for at least another 23 years. You enjoy. Oh, goodness. Yeah, just try not to beat yourself up too bad over this. You know, Karma gets us all for everything, every last thing. All right, Virgo. This is a little wild. Okay, I will talk to you again this upcoming week. Again, thank you for your time. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you in advance for any likes, shares, comments, subscribes, all the good stuff. It is much appreciated. And yeah, maybe go rebuild some bonds with that kid because I don't know what happened, but it seems a little scary. Take care, Virgo. I'll talk to you next week.